Hello everyone and welcome to RQ Streams this Wednesday afternoon. My name is Anil and I am hoping you are having a good time zone wherever you are. Hello everyone. Hello chat. Now if I can just get my mic to sound okay. So what are we here to do today? Today we are playing one of the most long awaited games that I know of, at least, and at least something that I have been very much keeping an eye out for, and had no expectation that this game was ever going to be made. We are playing Baldur's Gate 3, a game which has been long in the making, and holds. Well, the Baldur's Gate franchise holds a very dear place in the hearts of many computer gamers, and particularly in the hearts of those who play RPGs or Western style RPGs. And this game entered early access yesterday evening. I misread my dates. I thought it was actually coming out this afternoon. But yeah, it launched in early access yesterday evening. And we are going to play it technically on launch day. We're still within the first 24 hours, so I will count that as launch day. So thank you very much, Molietsu, for the 420 bits, blazing it there for BG3, and for me. Oh, thank you. And Jamendasium for giving a gift sub to Mooses Are So Cool. It is very much appreciated. So why all the hype? Why is this game such a carry such weight in the hearts of gamers? And part of the reason is goes all the way back to 1999 and the release of Baldur's Gate, which was one of the first properly isometric D&D style video games that grabbed people in a way that others haven't. There have always been D&D video games, going all the way back to the late 80s, but and possibly even before. My history knowledge doesn't go quite far back enough. I probably should have looked those up. But in 1999, a company called BioWare, or Black Isle Software, used the brand new Infinity graphics engine to come up with Baldur's Gate and create a game that was almost universally regarded and loved by computer game magazines and reviewers, and Gamasutra even credited it with rescuing computer D&D from from the wasteland that it had been in. And especially because towards the end of the 90s we were starting to see a slight resurgence in role-playing as a genre and as a hobby. This game is credited with Baldur's Gate is effectively credited with revitalizing it from a computer games perspective. BioWare would obviously go on to do a bunch of other games that were very similar and set in the Forgotten Realms as well. So we would have the expansion to Baldur's Gate, which came out in the following year in 2000. No, sorry, 99. Baldur's Gate 2 in 2000. You had Icewind Dale 1 and 2. And of course, the critically acclaimed Planescape Torment, which is still one of my favourite computer games to date. Planescape Torment is... I don't quite have the words to describe what exactly that game did for me as a nascent role player. Well, not a nascent role player because I've been playing for a couple of years now, but in terms, this was very much at a time when I had stopped playing on a regular basis. But as a computer gamer, and particularly coming back to a new style of computer gaming, it very much revitalized my interest. Now, with regards to Baldur's Gate itself, I have to actually say it's not a game I have played. I have not completed Baldur's Gate, the first game. This is because there is a mission about a quarter of the way through, which involves spiders, and going to reclaim a sword from a spider-infested barrow. Because I have entomophobia, because I have chronic arachnophobia, I was never able to actually get past that, and I never had a friend at the time who would be able to play through that bit and get me past it. IOQ Conflict Planescape Torment is so good, and I will probably at some point look to play the remaster to show off again this notion of nostalgia in video games, which we've touched on previously. Those of you who are here for my early stream on Sid Meier's Colonization, we talked a little bit about it then. But this to a certain extent holds the same sort of feeling, but with a different genre. Riverty Town, my pronouns are he, him. So yeah, High Fantasy really does love its giant spiders. So I didn't really get very far with that, but I did play the heck out of Baldur's Gate 2. What was it? Shadows over Am, that's it. And subsequently the expansion Throne of Baal, where we learn more about the character as a concerted, like who the character is and what the thing. But I don't want to go too far into the history of this, because all of that and issues over like who owned the company, because BioWare Black Isle basically went under. They ended up selling off their assets. The assets and the rights for Baldur's Gate changed hands several times in the intervening years. Beamdog, in theory, picked them up around 2005, 2006, and promised to put out a third game in the franchise. Nothing ever came of that, and it was long expected that Baldur's Gate 3 was effectively a non-starter, a no-go, that no one was ever actually going to put out another game in the franchise. Until last year, when out of the blue, effectively, a trailer, an announcement came for Baldur's Gate 3 being made by a Belgian developer called Larian. Now, people might know Larian as the developers for the Divinity Original Sin series, which again is a quite acclaimed fantasy RPG series. And I have almost finished Divinity Original Sin 2. I was hoping to get it finished over the last weekend, but it turns out I wasn't quite as close to the end as I thought I was. But with that has come the amidst all the delight and the acclaim for it actually being picked up and for them working on it. And Larian have been very upfront and very open about the developmental stages for this game. They put out a lot of dev diaries and blogs about the game. And all through this, though, there have been concerns, critiques that this was effectively going to be Divinity Original Sin 3. Whether or not it is, we will have a look and see and judge for ourselves, those of you who are familiar with that game. From what I have seen, there is a lot of visual similarity. And I'm hoping that actually will play to my advantage, that I will have familiarity with the way that it operates. In theory, this is using 5th edition D&D rules, or at least a rule set that is modelled on 5th edition D&D. How closely it does, we will examine that as well, and generally see how faithful or not, how much of an homage to Baldur's Gate in feel and style it does. Don't know how far we will get, especially given that we are starting a bit late. I don't know how far we will get, but we will see. Apparently the character creation is pretty extensively customizable, so we could get lost down a path there, but it may be that in order to actually showcase some of the gameplay, we might skip that for using one of the pre-gen characters. So, with all that said, I'm going to take us to the game in a moment. However, hey, welcome back, Fishy. Thank you very much, Moyetsu, for giving a sub to Orcs AJ. And wow, wow, that is a lot of subs you have gifted. Thank you so much for the amazing generosity. Now, couple of points to note. The game has a lot of content warnings. Exclamation mark CW will give you those. So, this is a fantasy RPG. There are content warnings for fantasy violence, for death, for murder, for gore. This is being a Larian game. Puddles of blood and such are very much in present. Partial nudity, swearing, there is dubious morality, speciesism, undead, and the plot involves mentions of genocide. Now, this is because the game involves a fantasy race known as Illithids, also known as Mind Flayers, and Mind Flayers are very single-mindedly devoted to the elimination of life which is not Mind Flayer. So, this is something to be aware of. The plot is theoretically going to revolve around our attempts to stop an invasion and take over in that. We are going to try and watch the opening cinematic as well, and there are specific content warnings for this, which, along with the others we have mentioned, include eye trauma and mass death and destruction. Now, this might all sound very grim and dark and such, but obviously those of you who are familiar with games of this nature, yes, again, because we are involving Mind Flayers, then yes, there is implied content warning for mind control. I should have remembered that. And, actions taken that are not, like, coercive actions, I think. For those of you, who are not familiar with Illithids or Mind Flayers, think octopus heads on humanoid bodies. They are supposed to be presented as very alien creatures. They have a mindset and a goal set that is very difficult to comprehend. This game deviates from the previous two in that there is it doesn't seem to have a direct connection to the previous game. Although we have been promised that there are homages and there are tie-ins to the previous games for people, but we're effectively starting off a brand new story. So, let us get to the game and see what we can do. I get my headphones on. Right. I have hopefully tweaked with the graphics that it will show this, and we are going to go with a new game. If you are sensitive to eye trauma issues, that is coming up right now. Okay. Hopefully we are a little bit clearer now. And we go straight into character creation. Okay. Right, okay. Okay. So I'm going to have a quick look around this. It's a lag. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, right. Yeah, it's possible that I might need to drop the quality settings down a bit. Yeah, so okay, cutscenes are probably going to be a bit lagging. I believe there is one more after this. So we can't actually choose the precons, which is interesting. So we've got character creation. You can see we've got race, class, subclass, deity. Interesting that you can be an elf worshipping one of the non-elven gods. That's nice to see. Strength, dex, con, in with strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. So anyone who's familiar with with D&D will recognize this, and actually pretty good tooltips for what we are seeing. I'm going to make certain assumptions while we are going through this that many people here are going to be familiar with D&D. If you are not familiar with D&D and some of the hallmarks of the genre and of the game, do feel free to ask in chat, or ask me. If I can, I will answer them, obviously given the lag. None of the pre-gen characters as a whole are available, and I believe there will be 5 in the in the first thing, and I don't know gender-wise who they are. These are the sorts of games where you are expected almost to replay through, because especially this being a Larian game, and if it's anywhere near as detailed, or potentially nearly as detailed as the Divinity games, there will be a lot of individual questing that is character specific. One other thing I should say right now is, because this is an early access game, there may be bugs. The game may unexpectedly or inadvertently crash on us. Hopefully we will be able to recover. But just be aware that there may be issues that are cropping up because this is an early access game. So we've got proficiencies, history, religion, insight... insights, medicine, perception, and a couple of cantrips. Resistance, guidance, and sacred flame. Oh, while I remember, actually, what I should have done back when we were starting this, big shout out to Mechiador, who I don't know if you are in the chat or not, for providing the content warnings for me. So that I didn't have to go out hunting them. It's very, very much appreciated. So we've got Origin. What are these? Origin doing here. Okay, so we could be female, male. So okay, we're still working with binary gender options. We've got backgrounds. We could be an acolyte, a charlatan, a criminal, an entertainer, a folk hero, a guild artisan, a noble, a hermit, an outlander, a sage, a sailor, a soldier, an urchin. Okay, and back to acolyte. We have got race options, so obviously they're still tying into that. So we can be an elf, we can be a tiefling, we can be a drow, we can be human. Githyanki. For those who are not familiar, Githyanki are not native to Faerun. They are creatures from realm space who have kind of like mysticism and psychic abilities by dint of things. We can be a dwarf, a half-elf, or a halfling, and there are sub-races for their various features. One thing I will say is that, and those of you who saw our tweet earlier in the week, they have started to move away from things like intrinsic issues with surrounding, like, drow are racially evil, and I know Bryn touched on these sorts of things when he looked at his Pathfinder Kingmaker playthrough. So I believe that these sorts of things are being worked on. How well they come out in the final version, we will see. So, for example, they have said that drow cultural backgrounds are not due to being inherently evil. They are due to cultural schisms over whether or not they follow the Seldarine, who are in inverted commas the good elven gods, or whether they follow Lolth, the drow goddess of or the elven goddess of, like, tyranny and domination. Obviously a lot of the issues which cropped up over this year were probably too far down the line to deviate from things like calling it race, as opposed to a general feeling for things like what we would now say is heritage or cultural backgrounds and things like that, which I think is a better way of looking at it. Yeah, they're heading more with the different cultures having tendencies, which is more in line with what we would see or what we would want to see. Hey Hechima, welcome. So I'm vaguely tempted to go tiefling, because I haven't actually played a tiefling in any of my games, and I do like, I mean, that is quite a dashing tiefling. So what do we get? We get hellish resistance to protect us from flame. Got dark vision to up to 12 meters, 9 meters speed, intelligence, and charisma. Okay. So obviously, because this is tied into 5e, we haven't got away from these ideas of racial traits. So in theory, under different circumstances, I would potentially put these things to chat thing, but because we've got a certain degree of lag, although I think chat has probably caught up. Let's go. We've got Asmodeus, we've got Mephistopheles, so which gives us, which doesn't change our hellish resistance and dark vision. We still get intelligence 1 and charisma 2. Oh, Zariel gives us strength 1 and charisma 2. Interesting. Okay, so we've got 3 options for sub-races. Asmodeus, bound to Nessus, Mephistopheles, or Zariel. Do I want an arcane or do I want a martial character? So I think we're going to go with a Mephistopheles changeling. Yeah, second ed tieflings did have a huge amount of variance, and particularly if you're a fan like I am of the Planescape setting, then yeah, the whole nature of plane-touched creatures and the variety there is something that we kind of miss in the more simplified versions of D&D that we currently have. You know, everything is effectively a tiefling or an Azamar, where our Kaons, our Kansin, our Axamars. So yeah, let's go with a Mephistopheles tiefling. We've got a Mage Hand cantrip as well. So I'm just going to go back. And what sort of background are we? I'm inclined to see if we can go some kind of like arcane bows, arcane pieces. Let's go with let's go with do we want folk hero or do we want outlander? Actually, I'm playing an outlander druid in my D&D game at the moment, so let's go folk hero. That seems like a pretty decent one. So we're going with a folk hero Mephistopheles line tiefling. Right. So this is where I've heard we can. This is a lot of customization for early on. So let's go with voice lines.
Hells.
A tidy slot, but no room.
The stone's less worn here. Recently uncovered.
Hells. Something just woke up down here.
A tidy slot, but no rune.
The stone's less worn here. Recently uncovered.
I like that voice.
Hells. Something just woke up down here.
A tidy slot, but no room.
Oh, hey Tessa, welcome, welcome. Let's go with this. I am making a note in case we crash here. I have been warned of things to make note of as we are going here. So we're going with voice 2. Actually, I hope we're not going to spend the entire stream in car gen. If we do, I might have to add another stream on this to this. Yeah, it doesn't look like voices are locked to gender, which I very much appreciate. So we've got head 3 at the moment. Head 4. Five, 1, 3. Not a lot in it. I think I'm going to go for 3. But we're already at 13 horn styles, which is... oh, I can zoom in. That's nice. 14. Oh. Oh, I thought we were about to have a crash there. So we can go hornless if we wanted. Kind of like flared. Sharkle says I need a better PC to play this so I can get cosplay rest for the OC. Yeah, I guess that is it. That is. I do like that. That's quite stylish. So that's 2. Twisty horns. Ram style. 7, 8 with the flares around the base, it looks like. Or we can go proper Ram style. I keep wanting to say Rammstein there. Those just look like overextended eyebrows, really. I think I was going to go with... I think I'll go with horns 2. Now, here's one where I was told that if you click all skin colours, we can get, in inverted commas, non-natural skin tones. So we could, like, if we take this off, and then we're allowed anything from, like, an azure... Ooh. Through, like, warm... You know? Chilly. Game, I really like these. Like, your shading names are not insensitive. We've got neutral, cool, warm, blush, pallid, chilly, red. Nothing like chocolate or sepia or, you know, naming skin colours after food and drink. Which is, you know, ooh, we could go like a deep red, but let's, if we go all skin colours, I mean, we can go into olives. Hang on, we've got moon tones. We've got vampire tones. No, does that bode ill or well? Smoke, sulfur. Ooh. But we've got pinks. Like, we could go bright pink. Purples. Violet. Storm. Oh. Game. Aqua. Lime. Ifriti. We can go Fire Genie. Marids. Fae. Hang on. Oh, that's not quite as vibrant as I thought it would be. Could go orange. I did like some of the purples though. We want yellow. How yellow can we go? No. What? That one? Yeah, I know that is quite a tease for what it actually renders as. See, something like that is actually more in keeping with a hot pink. And we just go Anna screaming for hot pink, yeah. So I think we're probably going to play around here. We should write a strongly worded letter demanding a true hot pink. I actually do quite like these colours here. So we've got pink tone 4 or fruity tone 1. Yeah, the pink wasn't what I thought it would be either. Okay, so I think we've got option between pink tone 4 and I think storm tone 6. Okay, chat, pink 4 or storm 6. I only recognise the purple section. Oh, that is good. Actually. Chat, very divided here I sit, yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go with purple tone 4 because I actually really like the look of that. Okay, chat says storm 6, so yeah, let's stick with that because I gave you that option. So yeah, let's go with that. Right. Eye color. How bright can... well, let's give me all eye colors. Can I have pink eyes? Because if we couldn't have a proper pink skin tone, let's see whether we can go with the eyes. Let's zoom in closer. I mean, we could go sapphire, which is really nice. Pink 3. So pink 1, pink 3. Oh, there are 2 labelled pink 3. Nice. Okay, interesting. Actually, turn round. I actually really like that. That's a really nice eye colour. Yes. I mean, okay, I think we'll go with that, but I'll just have a quick look at some of the other ones. Got ruby, elf gold. That's a lot paler than I thought it would be. Whoa. So they are doing, in inverted commas, cat's eye style. No, I think we'll stick with our pink one, yeah. And then we've got hairstyles. Let's zoom in a little more. Let me just make sure. So we've got pink 1 eyes and storm tone 6. Right, 14. Oh wow, that's a Ganymede kind of looking tiefling. Ooh, that's interesting, but I don't think it's quite us. Okay, so 19 is an option. I don't think bald suit. There's something a bit Klingon about these hairstyles to a certain extent. That's not bad, actually. Oh, wow. What is this Legolas-looking creature? Seven... 8. Ooh. Wow, what did I say about Klingons? Okay. Anybody think that this looks a bit like Tuvok from Star Trek Voyager? Like, ignore the horns, but... I can't say I am a big fan of many of these. So I think 19 or 7. Because I mean that hairstyle does actually kind of suit us, because it doesn't get in the way of the horns. think it's a toss-up between that or 19. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. That slightly messy one. Oh, what did Drut say? Not convinced about the short back and sides? I don't know. Vague copy set. Anil Bill's chatter husband on live stream. So half to Volk, half to Pole. Yeah. The Geralt of Rivia half ponytail. 4 looks nice. Let's go back to 4. I think I play too many generic long-haired. I think I'm going to stick with 19 and see. Yeah. Obviously, I don't want to spend super long. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to stick with this for the moment. Let's see what facial hair. Oh God. Ugh. Uh, 19. hum, 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 no, let's not look like a conquistador. No. None of the facial hair options, I think, suit us. Right. Okay, we've got all hair colours on. Fine, let's... Ooh! I think that's probably not quite what we want. I mean, let's start with... Oh dear. That's not bad. I mean, what does blonde look like on this guy? Oh, not with this skin tone. Although the ash isn't too bad. No, there is no Ben style moustache in this. At least not what we're being offered as tiefling options. Yeah, it is changing our eyebrow colour as well. The ash blonde 1 is, or the blonde 3 isn't too bad. Well, let's see if there's something better that will go with our eyes. I mean... Ooh. I mean, that's a nice colour. The blonde is a very regrettable breaching accident. We got in purples. Oh, now. Now that's a nice colour. So we've got purple 5. Purple 5 or pink 5? Yeah, I kind of like that, and I think that matches our eyes slightly better than the purple would. And they're both are nice colours. Yeah, let's go with that one then. Yeah. I'm not creating Mike here. Now apparently we get tattoos. So let's turn the face. Oh. Well, that's not a harbinger of anything, is it? Okay, we can go with runes there. Ah. Ooh. That's nice and subtle, actually. Yeah. That's not. No. Oh, that's right underneath the horn line. Get one there. I've seen that before. Actually, you know what? I kind of like the birds. I think that's actually quite neat. I'm going to leave it at the... Oh, thank you very much, Flawless Poop, for redeeming Hydrate. Oh, and thank you very much, Sharkole, for giving a sub to Echima. Mm. 11 was quite nice looking. Okay. Which one was 11 again? Yeah, I think that was. I think I'm going to leave it at 1 though. Because it's nice and subtle and actually feels a little bit different. You can change the intensity. Okay, cool. Ooh. Well, all tattoo colours didn't actually give us much else. Ah. No. That's not sand, really. How is that dark? Well, I guess it is. No, we'll leave it black. That's fine. I haven't even got to our stats yet. Oh, we can have makeup styles. Oh, so this is adding eyeshadow. Ooh, we can look haunted. Oh. Ooh, that's nice. No, spin. So 15 or 13. I'm going to go with that. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I think that very much brings out the eyes, especially with the, especially under the combination of the eyebrows having changed colours. Maybe if we tone it back a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Ah. And we can actually. Okay, so it doesn't. Oh wow, no. Why is that right, Per? We could go full on. Sorry, they've got a colour here called Iron Maiden. Grandidiorite. As much as I like that colour, I don't think it quite goes with our skin tone. We can go adamant on this. Hot chocolate. What? So we've got cinnamon, which I don't think is quite right. Match it to our hair? Burgundy. We'll go full on ruby. Yeah, we're going to go with burgundy. Because then that's in keeping with our hair tone. So we're like, you know, we're very complementary with our colour schemes here. Okay, cool. So that's our appearance. Let me just go tattoo 1, makeup 15 in burgundy, tattoo 1 in black, hair 19 in pink 5, storm tone 6 was skin. Okay. Go with the red one that matched the hair. Oh, did Bryn make they... Yeah, ridicule is nothing to be scared of. Folk hero with eyeliner on fleek. I kind of really like that. Okay, so we now move on to the actual class. So we can be cleric, fighter, ranger, rogue, warlock, or wizard. So only 6 classes to start with, which is interesting. Wow, that is not flattering in any way, shape or form. I mean, I feel it's almost a given that tieflings are going to be warlocks, and I don't really want to buy into that. Same with rogues. So I think we're going with, like... Do we want to showcase the magic system, or... So we've got clerics have subclasses with a life, light, trickery. Okay, so we've got 3 options for each. Deities: Selune, the Lady of Silver, the Goddess of the Moon; Shar, the Goddess of Darkness; Tempest, the God of Battles; Tyr, the God of Justice; Bane, the God of Fear and Tyranny. Oh! Interesting. So, obviously, those people who know fighter archer, um, archer. Yeah, no druid, no monk, no bard. Um, arcane archer. Okay, I wonder if that's something I can do. Um, but we'll just have a quick look through these. So those of you who know, like, previous installations of Baldur's Gate focus very much on the hero being a child of Baal, the god of murder. Now, those who are familiar with the Forgotten Realms lore will know that during the history of the Forgotten Realms, Baal, Bane, and Merkel, who were the three gods of evil, all died during a certain time period and were replaced by other gods. The events of Baldur's Gate and Baldur's Gate 2 taking place as they were during AD&D 2nd edition suggested that some of Baal's power still existed in the realms in the form of Baalspawn. Now, I'm not entirely up to speed with the way that 5th Ed has incorporated gods, the gods of the realms again. But I'm aware that Bane is back, and I don't know. This is almost suggesting that Baal and Merkel are still alive. Whether or not that is actually going to be the case, we're gonna see. Helm, the Watcher, oh wow, a member of the Dead 3. Merkel is a cruel necromancer turned god, inspiring fear of death in mortals. He often clashes with Kelemvor, the even-handed judge of... Oh! Game, now this is interesting lore-wise. Actually, I mean, to be fair, I don't have time to go into all of this lore-wise. But the fact that they're offering Merkel as an option and not Baal, that's very strange. Yeah, that's right. The Lord of Murder shall perish, but in his wake will leave a host of mortal progeny. So saith the wise Alondo the seer of Candlekeep. Ilmata, the god of endurance. Ilmata, the god of endurance. Mystra, the goddess of magic. Ogma, the god of knowledge. Kalimvor, the god of the dead. Oh, and they are offering Baal, the god of murder. Reborn after each of his descendants were viciously slain. Okay, yeah. Thus tying into actually the events of Baldur's Gate 2 Throne of Baal. Moradin, the dwarven god. Corellon Lorethian, the elven overgod. Galglitterglow, the god of gnomes. Yondala, the goddess of the halflings. Lolth, the goddess of drow. Ladagwer, the patron of the Duergar. Ooh. Vlakith, the Lich Queen. Oh, the leader of the Githyanki, yes. Chat! You can be a devotee of Illustrae. Oh. Devotee of the Dark Mage. Sorry, I'm getting very wrapped up in the lore here, so yes. Selune again. Okay, let's have a look at fighters. No subclasses for fighters, but they get maximum hit points per level, 12, saving throw proficiencies, all of that, and a second wind bonus action. Okay, yeah. So they get a limited heal, which is interesting. Oh, here we go. So you get cantrips, create water, guiding bolt, and shield of faith, which you might be able to... Oh. Okay, yeah. Interesting. So you can choose your spell selection off here. You get 1 hit points a level, which is interesting because clerics normally only have a D8. Spell slots, wisdom and charisma saving throws. So all of this is very D&D 5e. Well, very D&D as a thing, but the saving throw proficiencies are very 5e. And you can get some specific domain spells. Oh, interesting. You only get the Cure Wounds spell if you have access to the life domain. Now that's intriguing. What does Ranger give us? We can pick a favoured enemy. Bounty Hunter. Keeper of the Veil. Mage Breaker. You have a history of battling spellcasters. Ranger Knight. Sanctified Stalker. We get Natural Explorer, so we can be a Beast Tamer, an Urban Tracker, or resistances to various things. 11 hit points a level. That's beefy, yeah? Strength and dex saving throws, light armor proficiencies. Okay. What does the rogue give us? Sneak attack and sneak attack ranged. Dex intelligence, light simple hand crossbow. Not a lot actually, but rogues get 9 hit points a level. Warlocks can be fiends. Bind us to the great old one. Interesting. Oh, thank you very much, Aaliyah. Thanks for the 500 bits. Much appreciated, cheer. Thank you very much, Joe Mendasian, for giving a tier 1 gift sub to Unicorn Kissing. Welcome to the channel. So you could be... Oh, you've only got 2 options for who your patron is. Oh, that's a bit... Tasha's Hideous Laughter and Dissonant Whispers. Or Arms of Hadar and Armor of Agathis. 10 hit points a level. Oh, you get healing. Charisma modifier plus level hit points. Interesting. So, as we can see, we're actually not... Like, although these are close... these are close analogues of the D&D classes that we would be familiar with if we were playing 5e, yeah? They are not direct... They are not direct translations, or rather... Sorry, they are not direct ports. They are translations of them into computer game terminology, effectively. Yeah, with some, with probably some changes made for balance purposes. Yeah, no Fey Overlord for the patron. Sorry for the thing. Shimo Pie price will come down post after it's been. Yes, this is a brand new game, so obviously there is a price point, there is an accessibility issue. This game currently costs £50 on Steam or GOG, €60 or...
A bit of cheer before work happens here.
Oh,
this looks really interesting.
Oh, thank you very much, Kiritsuzu, for the 100 bits. $60 is also $60 is also what I believe it costs. I have bought this on GOG. Because it was the same price I was on Steam, I opted to go for good old games, so GOG.com, and take the DRM free option, rather than necessarily having to be through Steam, which is a favoured choice if I can. Yeah, like I don't doubt that the character creation options will increase and will change through the early access development. So we've got Wizard, so we get Cantrips, Ray of Frost, or Firebolt. Okay, there's a variety, and we get a free option as well. So a lot of these are very similar, but obviously translated for a computer game. 6 spells, Mage Armor, Fog Cloud. Fog Cloud is a level 1? Grease, Thunderwave, Sleep, and Witch Bolt. And of course you have to prepare your spells. 8 hit points. I guess obviously that is less beefy than everybody else, but they're trying to keep the wizards on par, it looks like. Intelligence, Wisdom, Dagger, Dart, Sling, Quarterstaff. Oh! Arcane Recovery action. Once per day out of combat, replenish your expended spell slots. So, under normal circumstances, if you're playing D&D, most spellcasters, at least, don't recover their spell slots until they have a long rest. So you will need a sleep, an 8-hour rest for that. This is giving us the option of a little bit more oomph to cover the computer game version. Right, okay. Phew. I thought it was about to crash there. I'm going to be constantly on edge every time there is a pause or a bit of a break for this. So I think we've got the option of I do like the range, like in terms of starting looks. I think that's I mean, I know we shouldn't be doing this on aesthetics, but I think like it's clerical rangers who look the best straight off the bat. Let's see if we can't do some kind of magic archery build as Bryn had requested. Kezieka, let's be a water wizard just so I can make Eridan jokes in the Discord chat, get shouted at. Yeah, let's avoid let's avoid getting you shouted at. as amusing as Eridan jokes might be, yeah. So we've got Mountie Hunter, Keeper of the Veil, a Mage Breaker. Wisdom is a spellcasting ability, though. That's the problem for Sword to hunt the enemies of a holy or druidic. Investigation and learn thieves can't. Creatures you restrain have a harder time. Sorry, a fighter archer build you were thinking of. I mean, if we go for a martial... The thing is, I don't know if we're going to get the option... I don't know how, like, whether or not we get multi-classing options in this. And I'd like to try out a little bit of magic as well. Ranger-based archers are cool. Ranger-based archers should be better than fighter-based archers. I maintain that as a general thing. I think I'm going to go with a Mage Breaker. Yeah, let's go with a Mage Breaker. Who is... I mean, let's say fire. Yeah, let's go with a Mage Breaker who is fire resistant. What are our abilities? 12, 15, 13, 9, 14, 12. Not great, to be quite honest. But what are we saying? Joe Mendesian, the music is so calming, I'm getting sleepy. Yeah, it is a little bit on that front, isn't it? I play a lot of cleric type characters, so I think I'm gonna go with, let's go with this ranger boy and sit. Yeah. What's my playstyle in game? I love archers, but I like ranged characters just generally, be it in game or like in computer game or in tabletop. The fact that I'm playing a druid currently is a little bit out of my usual style. Oh, I do have a fire resistance already, don't I? Let's go with poison resistance then, because poison is always nasty. Yeah, I forgot. I've got that hellish resistance, don't I? Oh, hey, Mike. Welcome to chat. Hopefully we aren't going to have too many problems here. So, we're going skills. You receive a bonus to every skill you are proficient in. So they are keeping the proficiency bonus bits with things. So skills with proficiency. Okay. So I could, in theory, swap. I get animal handling and survival as a bonus. Do I want stealth? Perception, nature. I'll go with the bases. This seems to be all right. Okay. So we can reassign our ability points. So, do we want to? I mean, we're a bit lacking on intelligence, which might make it a bit difficult in future. I mean, I could do that. And then I lose a bonus and offset.
Anil has created an excellent spouse for chat.
Oh, thank you very much. Are you here for those 100 bits? We could be a sneaky boy. Actually, you know what? I will take the point out of charisma rather than adding it to intelligence. Oh, it's not letting us go over 15. Interesting. And we are capped here as well. Why is that? Why are we capped? That seems a little bit odd. I'm going to take out that -1 then. Actually, no. Let's have the bonus to charisma, because if we're going to talk to people. Oh, thank you very much, Varia, for redeeming hydrate. Okay, take care, Varia. Oh, and take care, Molly. Yeah, see you all soon. Yeah, let's go with that then. Yeah, okay. We'll stick with that. We'll see how it goes. I mean, this is our first our first playthrough. Yeah, it does look like we can't make a overwhelming OP thing to start with, and these are pretty average abilities. Let's hope we can get magic items to overcome our oh, there's still a comfort crew request. Okay, what I will do actually is we'll redeem. I'm going to take a break in a moment, and then we'll redeem that one after that. So
Tell me,
ooh,
what do you dream of at night?
what? What? Why did? What happened? Oh, right, okay. Oh, so there's interesting. So you could, in theory, go with like a drama-led.
Thanks for the stream. See you all later. 3.
Oh, thank you very much, Molietsu, for the 138 doubly nice cheer. Okay, so I think we'll go venture forth then. Oh, I need to change my character name. I don't want to be Tav. This boy is... What's this boy's name? I don't know if we do. Oh no. Oh no, I think this is just a this is just a a kind of like driven, if you wanted a quick character creation. Or is it? Is it? I might need to look into that and see. So what is our name? Keith? No. Sigfig? What? Gussif? I say. Oh, Lotus Flare, I do like that. Rusty. Ooh. Like the now. Oh, that's a nice name, Kiritsuzu. Kime. Can I put... I can put apostrophes in the name. Oh, is it a spouse builder? Oh, interesting. Oh, Keith. Oh, big Keith. No, it says who attracts you. So maybe it is a potential love interest. Ooh. Yeah, if we build another spouse, the character probably will be character creation only. And I do want to actually showcase gameplay, so I'm going to avoid... I'm going to... Ah, right, okay. Thank you very much for that clarification, Mekki. Yeah. Ah. You know what? I actually really do like... No, I'm not gonna... You know what? I'm not gonna give him a surname... I'm not gonna give him a surname on the basis of Quill, because then we're just gonna get Peter Quill Star-Lord jokes. But I am going to leave it at Rusty, I think. Kazieka, what attracts you? Bill's exact same player character. Okay, I'm going to leave that name there, and let's venture forth. Oh, so you are forced to... Okay, what race should our partner be? Yeah. I'm gonna set... Okay, that's interesting. Give Rusty a nice drow boyfriend. I have to say, I am actually really quite digging this as a look. I mean, as figures go, that's actually pretty decent. Let's have them as a Seldarine Drow.
The stone's less...
Hells, something.
A tidy slot.
The stone's less worn here.
A tidy slot, but no rune.
So again, the same limited set of heads as we have for the character creation. Oh wow, that is pale. Actually, not really in keeping with. Come on, zoom out. Zoom out. I think I'm gonna stick to kind of like a natural skin color for. Five.
Chat's coming down with the vapors.
Thank you very much. Are you here for the 100 bits? Amethyst tone. Ooh. I know this isn't actually too similar from where we are. But I kind of like that. Let's give him bright blue eyes. Oh no, the gold actually works pretty well with this. Let's see what hairstyles. I'm guessing it's... Whoa. Whoa. Oh. Oh no, are we getting more lag? It's possibly because of the water, the background. I was hoping we'd be able to pull out. Ooh. Yeah, so we got the same range of haircuts as... Oh no, we've got some slightly different ones. Ugh, no. We actually have more hairstyles than we had for ourselves. Let's try and find a nice long-haired style. No. I mean, the one we were given to... I mean, if everyone is... Jeez. Find a nice long-haired style for him. No, we don't want Legolas hair. I think we'll stick with this actually. And the blonde isn't actually too bad against this skin tone. No. Fabio. So at the moment we've got blonde one. Oh no. I mean, do we give him pink hair as well? Alexander the Great, but make him drought. Because we can stick with like the blonde, which actually does kind of work. So either that or a gold blonde. Or do we want to go and, you know... go with... Yeah, I mean, that's true. I mean, we don't know if we're even going to see them. Ooh. Actually, I like the aqua. That really works. Okay, I'm just moving too quickly. The blonde with the amethyst skin tone is so pretty. I know, but the blue hair is really nice as well. You know what? I'm going to pick that. I really like that hair. I really like that hair. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Does he have a tattoo? Stop. Try to see. Tattoo don't show up very well on this skin color, so I'm going to leave it at 0. dusky shadowed eyes as well. This one in... Yeah, there. So it's actually quite subtle, but it's there. Actually... No, it should be... Yeah, so it's subtle, but it's there. Cool. Right. I think we've got it. So yeah, let's venture forth. So, okay, we're back to content warnings for the cutscene. We've had eye trauma, but this is the second part of it. The Nautiloid ship. And look, I mean, it's just burst out of realm space like that. Like, how terrifying as a god. Whoa! Githyanki Riders. Githyanki Dragon Riders. Wow. No. Okay, so we've got the Nautiloid coming in over a city, scooping things up. And a dragon has just burst through it, incinerated the control chamber, maybe? No. Oh, this is... And the ship's teleported. Some kind of icy pass, probably in the north of Faerun now. Yeah, this is very Spelljammer. Yeah, I would say if you can't watch this, do go and look it up on YouTube. This pretty much mimics the trailer that was released. Narrow path. It's basically the pod racer scene out of like any ship. And the Githyanki in the cell is trying to escape. The one that we saw get eye implanted earlier. More incineration, and the ship teleports again. And it looks like the ship has crashed. And presumably this is from the viewpoint of our character, as the Githyanki lady frees himself from the... Oh no, the Nautiloid is still up. Oh. We're in the Nine Hells? This wasn't in the trailer I'd seen previously, so this is all new. And pause. Right. At this point, so we have a journal update to escape the Nautiloid.
Head.
And we have our character. So, at this point, I'm going to see if we can save. Yep, we can save. New save. Accept. Okay, we've been going for nearly 2 hours now, so I'm going to take a break. And we will be back in about 5-6 minutes to start the tutorial. I will see you back here in a few minutes. Do get up, stretch your legs, get something to drink and things. Holzer asks, Anil, have you ever had coloured hair? Just curious. No. Well, technically not true. I have tried using those like just wash-in dyes, but because I have such dark hair, they haven't come out very well. I am thinking about getting my hair properly coloured for later on this year, so stay tuned for that. So yes, I'm going to take a quick break and we'll be back in a couple of minutes.